Hi, hello there, welcome to my humble PC repair shop. Today we're gonna work in tech support basically for a little bit. At least that was my idea. You see, I kind of wanted to make a full video on PC Building Simulator, but instead what I think I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut out the best bits of me fiddling around with PC parts and stuff. Recently I had to build my own PC from scratch. I pretty much changed everything from the motherboard and, well, everything, like PSU, the motherboard, the graphics card I changed a couple of months ago, so that stays, but everything else is getting changed, apart from my case. I'm going to keep the same case because it's fine, and if I want to get a better one, I need to pay an absurd amount of money, so yeah, this one stays. But other than that, everything else is getting an upgrade, so I'm building my PC like that. Well, I'm supposed to start building my PC, and I figured, you know what, there's a game out there about building PCs, isn't it? And now I'm kind of in the mood for that, so here we go. Without any further ado, this is me struggling to help interesting, let's say, customers in the world of tech, because oh boy, do they have some funny requests. Alright, let's get to it. It's a pretty entertaining game, not gonna lie, mostly because of the type of requests that you get, because they're fairly silly. It's never just build me a decent PC, right? Or get me a new something. Now it's yeah, they have some funny ideas about how their PC should work. So let's get to it. Alright, let's get on with our first two customers. I'm super stoked to see a new repair shop in town. Totally sucks what happened to the last one. Yeah, it caught fire apparently. Hope they catch the guy that did it. Anyway, the air cooler on my PC is busted and the whole thing is really uncool. Oh, I see what you did there. No, like literally uncool, okay? I can feel the heat coming off it. Same, brother. That was me like a couple of weeks ago. Same, brother. Alright, can you help me? Can you replace it for me? Absolutely can. Are you sure it's broken? Now, if the fans aren't spinning, then yes, I'm pretty sure it's broken. Okay, fair enough, yeah, sure. See, this is a normal request. And then we have this. Hi, my name is Cassante, and I'm an urban aesthetic innovator. Thing I didn't know was a job up until now. An artist. If you have to tell me you're an artist, then never mind. Currently working on an ambitious project. I really could not care less what you're working on and what your job description is. I really could not, but never mind. About the perceptions of danger, and I need my PC to be painted. I need my PC to be painted. No, I'm reading that right. Completely red to match the color of the rest of my room. Now, you see, what I think you need is a completely white PC so that it matches the walls of the asylum that you should be sent off to. Okay, so just to make sure I'm understanding this right, he wants the entire thing painted red. As in the glass as well. He wants just everything painted red. Just all over. Everything. And the front too. Just everything. Just like this. No, the man should be put in an asylum. I said it already. No, this is actual insanity. This is... Have you considered buying a red case to begin with? The things I'll do for money. Jesus Christ. Okay. Nice work. Is it really, though? Ah, so I've unlocked the ability to redecorate my establishment, shall we say. No, this is actually brilliant. See, what we're going to do is we're going to have it be a medieval-themed establishment, yes. It's going to go well with the overall theme, or rather with the overall name of the place. No, I'm not insane, I swear. There you go, medieval. Aha! Right. Now it looks more like a dungeon. Perfect. I'm going to change those photos as well. But not to confuse anyone, it looks like a dungeon because I'm trapped in it. I'm trapped in this infernal hellspace helping people with the most ludicrous ideas and the stupidest of problems. It's just part and parcel of working in tech support, you know. 90% of the time, my job involves writing emails along the lines of, have you tried turning it on and off again? So, yeah, I think the medieval aesthetic really fits, well, everything. Right, so this person's new CPU cooler arrived. He had an AMD Wraith Prism. Alright, it's nothing too serious or large, but it's a fairly simple PC. Alright, now budget one if you would. Right, so let's disconnect it from the motherboard, and then that's the CPU fan, and then we disconnect it from well, the actual CPU. There we go, and I need to scrub off some of the residue or thermal paste, if you will. So it's a Ryzen 3 1200. 1200, whichever you prefer. Alright, fair enough. We don't need to touch the CPU or anything, that's all fine. We just need to put in the new cooler, and for that we're going to need some new thermal paste. And I've been taught to apply it like this and then spread it out gently. I know there's different techniques, but this is the one I was taught, so that's the one I use. There was a mosquito in the room. Never mind. I got rid of it. Right. Install CPU cooling. This is the one we have. The new one assigned to this job. Right, there we go. Exact same as the old one. And then rotate. No, we don't need to rotate. That's it. Now we just connect it to, whoops, we just connect it to CPU fan thing, and there we go. I think that's it. Right, let's try and boot this thing. Oh, by the way, it's a very nice case. I mean, it looks nice, especially with this, but also it's very spacious. Like, you could take off the cooler and, okay, fair enough, the PSU's shielded underneath all this, so you might have problems with that when you need to move cables around, but GPU's pretty small, but like the cooler's pretty small as well and everything, but it's a pretty spacious case, so you can actually take this off without having to disassemble everything, or rather you could in real life as well. So I mean, I would take out the RAM obviously, and probably this thing just in case, but yes, still, get it, just in case. Haha, never mind. What was it? Antec, right? Yeah, Antec. Yeah, there you go. It's a great brand. Like, great. It's a really nice case. I really like it. Anyways, let's power this thing on. Ooh, that's a good-looking cooler. It wasn't until I turned it on that I realized. That's a good-looking cooler. Ooh, boy. And that is, Actually, now I'm wondering what this guy has. Well, I mean, it boots to PC. So that's all fine and well, but I'm wondering. System info. Okay, what does he have? Can I spread that? No, I can't. So he has Corsair Dominator Platinum, 4 gigs, 266 megahertz each. A GeForce GTX 970. And a hard drive for 500 gigs. Upgrade this to an SSD and your life will be so much better and more pleasant. CPU we already saw, it's 4 cores. AM4 socket. Jeez, AM4 socket, really? That's old. I mean, it's an old piece, it's an old CPU, and it is on the AM4 socket. It just goes to show you it's been around for a while, I guess. 3.4 megahertz boost. Yeah, it's a budget PC. It won't run much nowadays. But yeah, nice and cool. GPU temperature 46, CPU 47. Alright, good. Tell you what though, we could be a normal tech support business and just send the PC back after we've replaced the cooler, or we could be Juggernaut's Den of Torture and we can install a data miner on it. Access denied, employees only. Good. There you go. Excellent. Perfect. Shut it off. Ship it. Yes. Lovely. Alright, there you go. Bayonet Red, we've completed that one. I think. Right, broken cooler. Collect. Parts budget, $50. We got him a cooler for 20-something, so that was great. And our profit ended up being 196. Lovely. And then that was the broken cooler, so we can delete that. And then we have Calamity. Alright. Thanks so much for assisting with my virus problem. The computer did indeed seem to run smoothly after your ministrations. If you want to call it that, fine. However, I now find myself in teeth of another difficulty. In the teeth of another difficulty. I have no idea what an SSD is. I wrongly assumed it would be a rather delicate medical issue. These are the kind of people I work with. The kind that assume that an SSD is a... That's STD. That's different. That SSD is a type of STD. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows that, and it spreads very quickly. I'm assuming that's what you thought when you read it. But a computer illiterate. No. I didn't read that wrong. I just read that more correctly than you think. A computer illiterate friend assured me that mine has broken and needs to be replaced. He's kindly allowed me to use his laptop to send this missive. Ah, yes, missive. Well, it is a medieval-themed shop, so fair enough. Props to you, you get a 10% discount. But I'm leery of trying his patience too far. Could you see your way clear to replacing the relevant part for me as soon as possible? Best wishes, Albin. Yes, Albin, I will replace your SSD. It's one of the easiest parts to replace on a computer. So, yes, I will replace it. Your budget is $130. For $130, I will get you not one, but two SSDs, my friend. Well, in the US. In my country, you probably get one, but never mind that. What's up, mate? You good? Party time, yes, mate. Big J Party Man at revenationforever.uk. I bought this PC for playing music at my house parties. Proper cool. Oh, sorry. I need to do this again. I bought this PC for playing music at my house parties, right? Proper cool. We call him DJ Computer. DJ Computer in the house. Whoop. Can you paint the outside green so it contrasts with the stick red lights inside, right? With the sick red lights we had going on, right? But don't paint the glass, because I want to see that bling. Cheers. Yes, I can. Do I want to? No. I must. Unfortunately for me, I must. Okay. So, with that said, let's go and shop. I need to buy a SSD and fix DJ Computer. I really shouldn't be making fun of that. I mean, I named my PC Cogitator, but as a Warhammer reference, but Either way, job's a job. Someone's got to do it. I think my microphone disconnected. I think my microphone keeps disconnecting for some reason. I need to move the cable a bit. Anyways, like I was saying, job's a job. Someone's got to do it. Yeah. Another day, another morning. I just realized DJ Computer is coming in today. Now another day in hell, yes. Well, there we go. DJ Computer now looks like it came out of an Aliens movie. He wants to see the bling, he says. Really? All that bling. Fine. Fine, I just hope I don't get a disease from carrying it over to the delivery area. Do something normal for a change, yeah? Now, here's something actually sensible and kind of fun to do. So, one, this guy needs a new CPU. So, his budget is 140. The computer's behaving very erratically for the past few weeks. I've had boot errors, freezing, blue screens, and other mysterious occurrences. The exorcist I called told me that it's probably a faulty CPU. See, now I'm assuming that's a joke. But given the caliber of customers I have thus far, or I've had thus far, I really don't know. This one's a lot more sensible, but this is also alright. Faulty CPU and likely to be... and more likely to be your field than his. If this is the case, could you please replace the CPU for me? Hopefully the holy water hasn't compounded the damage. I did leave it next to the radiator to dry. No, he's not joking. He wasn't joking. You sprayed holy water on your CPU to... You know, when I mentioned Warhammer 40k as a joke, I didn't mean it... I didn't think that I would get literal Adeptus Mechanicus customers here. I really didn't. Just one more time, just in case that I'm misunderstanding. You sprayed holy water on the CPU in an effort to what? Save it from the demons of the warp from possessing it? I don't know what this... what is this game? I seriously... Alright, let's go to Ellie. Why can't everyone be like Ellie, right? Do you do upgrades? Only my best friend, well, second best, but it's a long story. It's not a very long story. Trust me, you'll get it from the email. Just got a new GeForce GTX 970. I'm sorry. And the TLDR of it is she's bragging about it, and Ellie wants a new GTX 970. She doesn't care what brand I get, because that's the correct thing to say. Really doesn't matter what brand you get, right? It really doesn't. Not that much at all. And she's right. Yeah, she trusts me to pick the correct brand. And the correct brand is pretty much any brand. But never mind, right? You look at the specs, you don't look at the brand, is my point. Anyway, I saved up some pocket money, did some garden work for my neighbours, and I finally got enough to buy my own GeForce GTX 970. It's such a wholesome story. That ought to shut her up for a while. Bit of friendly banter, right? There you go. Just lovely. And then you take a look at the parts budget, and it's $650, and you go, oh, hold on. A GTX 970 is $650. Who is your neighbor exactly? And is it Bill Gates? Because it's kind of what it looks like. Jesus H. Christ. Where do you find these neighbors, and can I get some? I mean, she was saving pocket money as well, but that's besides the point. Right, GPUs. Sort by, well, let's just type in 970. And then we have a Sheen GeForce 970. You have an MSI GeForce GTX 970. And as you can see, they're basically the same. Do you want a 980? No, I don't have a 980. Okay, let's sort by price descending. You could get a Radeon 470 X. I feel bad, like giving her her budget is. Let's open the email again. So her budget is $650, and all I need to do is install a 970 or better. And for a budget of $650, plus she's paying me $170 on top of that for labor costs, like, I feel bad installing the inferior card if you would. So let's go to price descending. And why don't we get you an MSI Radeon RX 470, 8 gigs? Huh? What'd you think about that? Because I could get you like a GTX 970. That's not a problem. I've got a few here as an option, but it's 4 gigs of VRAM. Honestly, it's shite. You're much better off with a 1050 Ti. I think. Well, they're kind of similar. Lower wattage as well, and core frequencies higher, and memory frequencies pretty much the same, and it's newer architecture and everything. I think you're much better off with this for the lower price, given everything. But I feel bad giving you that. Why don't we get you an MSI Radeon RX 470 Gaming X Edition with 8 gigs of VRAM? Yes. Why don't we get you that instead? Alright, and then we're also going to need a CPU. Is my CPU, or was until recently, it still is technically at the time of recording, but is my CPU, look at it, can be delivered, and supports overclocking. Yes, it does. I've overclocked mine, and it's good, it's not bad. It's $165. It's not bad, but it's not worth that much nowadays, I feel like. Right, new CPU needed. Your parts budget is $140. Alright, you don't have like a particular demand or anything, do you? You see, here's the problem with you. I need to buy you $140 worth of CPU worth, sorry, $140. I don't know what motherboard you have. How do I know if it's going to fit? I can't buy you one. I'm sorry. You need to wait. You're going to be on the waiting list for a while. Yeah. Anyways, let's go over to my crock pot and prepare some poisons for future customers, because God knows I'm going to need them, what with the exorcists coming and all of that. Hello, I'm told you are newly available for computer hardware modification. My name is Professor Edmund Weil. Etc., etc. Needs a new PSU working with neural networks. Assist me and you will be spared when I ascend to the rank of Supreme Ruler of Earth. Fail me and, well, let's just say I have a bathtub full of piranhas that I'd be glad to introduce you to. All the best. Professor E. Weil. Institute of Applied Villainy, mind you. Institute of Applied Villainy. As opposed to just theoretical villainy. I suppose Institute of Theoretical Villainy would be just any institute that deals with history, wouldn't it? Either way, is this a joke? Do I actually run an insane asylum? Is that? It started as a joke, I swear to you, but now I get emails like this, and no, they are genuinely sending a PC. No, yes, they are. I swear to you, they are genuinely sending a PC for me to fix. I don't know what to think. I don't even know what to think at this point. What do you want? A-Data XPG core reactor 650 watts or better. A-Data, it's alright. Let's try and get you something better. I realize I've become that, what's the place called? Shelby's, right? The fast food place with the shawarma. You want the 650 watts? I give you something better. It's become it, literally. Alright, so sort by price descending. And then the best thing we could possibly give you is, well, it's also a data. Or a data, as we call it. You will hear me say this a lot. You see, I grew up and I learned about these brands in my native language, not in English and not pronounced with an English accent. So I know it's Gigabyte. I know it's... Actually, Gigabyte is the same either way. I know it's Razer. I know it's... let's find a few more examples of... I know it's Corsair, right? I know. I know this is how it's supposed to be pronounced, but... For the entirety of my life, when dealing with tech stuff in my native language, we pronounce it with an accent, and we pronounce it a little bit differently, so it's not just me being a weirdo, or me being a foreigner, or whatever, it's just force of habit. Because I've said Corsair, maybe... Well, actually, Corsair is a word in general, so I've said that a fair few times, but let's take a look at... Find a good, MSI's the same... There's some of these, right? There's, the coolers is good, right? Not these ones, but Arctic, I guess. Yeah, Arctic is a good example. Fair enough. This is great. The numbers. Intel Core i5, Intel Core i7. I know it's pronounced i7, but you get a sort of... It feels different when you read it somewhere, and when you're talking with someone in English, right? You will pronounce it i3 or i5 or i7, whatever. But when you just sit down and read it, like 10 or 15 years worth of memories of looking at this and pronouncing it i3, i7, i5, just come back to me, right? Where you pronounce the number in your mother tongue, right? It comes back to me, and I keep doing it here as well. I'm like, all right, you want a i7? She wants a what? Yeah, an i7, yeah, it's just things like that, right? Oh, power-ups. Auto cable, auto screw, auto connect, auto standoff, faster installation, quick cable. None of these, please. I enjoy building the actual PC. I don't want you to build it for me. But yeah, that's interesting. Alright, fine, never mind. Where were we going with this? I need a PSU... by price descending, and they're all roughly in the same thingamajig. Let's get you this one. Then this says you wanted more power, so there you go. That's for you. Oh, I forgot to check out. Check out. Now, continue. There we go. Alright, good. And also, I think the front of my shop, if I can find it... See, I spend all my waking days and moments in the back, so I really don't even know where the front is. This will get repaired tomorrow, so... Yeah. Guess that's fine, we're making progress. See you all in the morning.